Well, I think it's been affected because if I didn't know the assessment, if I didn't know there was assessment at the beginning of the unit, then I don't think I would have done well because I would have been like so stressed if it was a day before.
I think it wouldn't have been impacted because I try to work as hard when we have an assessment or when we don't.
I think it wouldn't impact it as much because like even if you knew or didn't know, you should still try your best to work hard and like know everything that you're being taught in class, like regardless of what the final thing would be.
Okay.
Do you find it, you answered this a little bit, Marshall, but do you find it more motivating or more stressful to be aware of what the final assessment would be like?
I think I found it much more motivating because when you get the actual test, you got this and you can do it, and so you have confidence. So you will do better. And it might be stressing at the beginning because you're like, oh no, it's a test, but you don't realize that you have a lot of time to prepare for it. You're just like, you get used to the hard ones, and when the real placement test comes, you're like, oh, I know this, I can do it better because you've already done more challenging ones, and now you're an expert on it.
Oh, expert! I like that.
I think it's motivating because if you don't know the final assessment and when it is, I think you're not really prepared for it, and you're kind of worried about what will happen and what you don't know what to expect in the test.
I feel I was able to better pace myself because I knew what I was expected of, and I didn't feel I had to cram a lot of information in, just wildly guessing what we would be assessed on.
Since every day you even out what you're going to do, so as Marshall said, one day you do those things, the next day you do other things, which can help you get practice every day instead of leaving it for the last day and you're just like, it doesn't matter, but instead doing a bit every day helps me pace my.
Yes, it's really nice to see what we're, as I said before, what we're expected to know and what we need to prepare for.
Yeah, I definitely did, because if you just gave us mocks and like you just taught us, let's say, anything else, and then on the real test you have something totally different, then you're gonna be like unexpected and you're gonna stress more. But over here, when it's preparing you know what it's going to be about, so you have a big picture about what the placement test is going to give you.
Why would the teacher give his or her final assessment at the beginning of the unit? Do you know the purpose?
Maybe like if they want you, they might give it to you at the beginning of the year so you can prepare yourself and you know what to expect to learn that unit, and you kind of get an idea on what you're going to be tested on in the end. And the teacher won't be wasting their time like getting questions from students like how many questions are there, what do I have to know, and all that. You can dodge all that time.
So like they know what they have to know.
And do you think that would increase the grade or not?
Yes, I think that would increase the students' grade because they would know what they have to do and how much effort they should put in and what. So
you're saying maybe, okay, would he increase the grade or their engagement in the unit?
Probably their engagement